Oh, a new machine, this is required.
See, you've got over the boards, bro. You've got.
Oi. Alright, Stevie, how's it going, lad? Oh. Foxy's lost his tobacco, I thought it'd be here. Shout out to Jockney Sparrow, man.
600, yeah, about 600 hardcore players who are like match already. Yeah, they got a lot of people joining in.
Yeah. It's really going fucking to me daughter's boyfriend and doing one of them on it. Only grinder, bro. This in it. Nah.
I'm just waking up now.
I'm watching a thing about a game of football, right, that's been hang on, what's it called? Rules of the game, and basically it's about this little village next to another little village, and they play this game with a ball, and they try to get it uptown or downtown. Fucking mad, like, I'll show you in a minute. Like, it's crazy, it's like...
Have you seen the game this to Eminem?
No?
What an idiot.
Who did them?
The game?
Yeah.
As G-Unit, one of 50's old boys, yeah. Right? He took a shot at 50 at Eminem.
Oh, right.
Mute it.
Can't mute it, it's live.
Hey Grandma. Yeah, I'm still out making my Uber runs. I'll be home soon. I just got one more pickup, kinda close to 8 Mile. Okay, love you too.
The game is going on Eminem.
The game and the disc track's called The Black and Shaded.
Wow.
I said this was coming.
No, I tell you what, I hope he's ready, because he don't. This fucking game, look at them all what they're doing, man. Oh, it's all over the fucking ball, right? They are them fucking things, they chuck them around town, and they have to get them from one end of the fucking village to the other, and whoever, then they have a little fucking round thing that they tap 3 times with the ball and it's a goal. Steve, your name's on one of them fucking balls. Oh. How do you lose 170 subs in a night? How? It's in Derby, they're all Derby County fans. Fuck off. Fucking not happy at United at the minute, man. It's fucking shocking and embarrassing, man. Fucking bastards.
I wonder why they started beefing, man. I thought it was mates.
No mates in business, man.
And you know he's going to be getting involved straight away.
D-R-E. They fucking throw the bastard. And it goes from, I don't know whether you have Netflix, bro, right, but it's called Rules of the Game. And it's been going on for 200 years. It's nuts, man. I'll show you now in a minute. Like, crazy. Mm. Yeah, but like I said, man, you take shots at the goat and he'll fire back just like he did at MGK. Yeah, it's very similar to that. I've seen it either in France or Spain. And there's a scouser there doing the interview. They bleeding get everywhere, them scousers. Like the paddies, man. They're ex-soldiers, them, a lot of them, I swear to God I can tell. Derby as well, like there's some big barracks down there. Yeah, like it's... The day of the game, I'm gonna show you this now, this is fucking insane, like it's insane. I've never seen anything like it. Do you want a skittle? Or the knee clear? Sorry. See this, Steve, this is amazing. Like, when I say the whole towns, oh, I don't know, Marcus Alder shot near Derby.
Not too sure. I know it's not West though, isn't it?
Don't, yeah, I'm not too sure, mate. That's probably the ritual, the morning breakfast.
I'm just gonna take your pants off because my knees fucking
The right way, mate. Went up to the ex-servicemen said, all the gents playing the dominoes, that little gap with them.
Oh, he fucking knew it.
You don't go in the middle.
He says there's a lot of the locals at the fence. I fucking knew it. I can spot soldiers a mile away. They're a tire how they carry themselves. You know what I mean? But like I said in Derby, there's loads of soldiers playing this game, proper soldiers. Alright, bare bones. Yes, Steve, I don't understand. Last night, I had 770 subs, right? Foxy was here today, yeah? I woke up and at 585. That's like nearly 100 and... Alright, Stevie, how's it going, but... I don't understand how it is, but... Yesterday I got 770 subs, and this morning I woke up and I had 585. Shout out to everybody. Hey, shout out to Jockney Sparrow for giving me a shout out. I've never really spoke to the man, like, you know what I mean, but fair play to him. You know what I mean? There's a few people that don't want to see my channel succeed for some reason. You know what I mean? For fuck's sake. Like 770 I had. And I want to build me fucking channel, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I want it, like I said, this isn't just a hobby for me. I put 6 hours in every fucking single day. Do you understand? I'm on here for 6 years. I used to watch, go on other people's channels, and I neglected my own channel, and I never promoted myself, but I seem to promote everybody else. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how YouTube works, but can any of you tell me, how the fuck do you lose 179 subs overnight? Does any of you know? I don't know, yeah. We are Sparta. We'll blacken out the sky with our arrows. Fucking great seeing that. Archers! Loose! You know what I mean? It's great. Just like Game of Thrones, man. Archers. Loose! Honestly, man, I'd love to be born in one of them around that time battles, man. Like I said, hey, you ever watch the movie Troy? A fucking woman started that war. Nah, bro, listen, I don't give a fuck whether he's fucking, he doesn't listen, there's nobody on here that'll intimidate me. Threaten me all you want, listen, turn up then, and we'll see what's good. You know what I mean? But not on here for that, I don't need, you know, people around here know what I'm like. I've like I said, more bleeding scars in my hand than some of the pricks on here, alright? Do you understand? I'm just waking up now. Motherfucker. Oh, I need to stop swearing as well, but... Yeah, Steve, here's this crazy game, look. The whole town comes out, and the mayor throws this ball in, okay? He throws this ball into the crowd. And, oh shit. They're all fucking pushing each other and all. That's gonna end up a row, that, man, especially when you add alcohol. Throw the fucking ball, man, will you? That's fucked up, man. Look how deep them tunnels go. This is nuts, this, look. All over one fucking football. You know what I mean? That day, like, a lot of them are ex-military personnel, I can tell. And your man confirmed that a while ago. He said, like, you know, there's a lot of fucking military and servicemen in Derby. You know, ex-football hooligans. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. The clouds are dark. The clouds are dark. It looks like it's gonna rain. No, someone asked me a story with the weather. Yo, bro, you make this one, I'll make the next one. But the life of me, I don't know what happened last night. Like 179 subs gone. And like I said, me mods are pushing me message, you know. There's the ball, look. This is crazy, look. Now, it's a village against village, and fucking, like I said, even the grannies are out. You know what I mean? But it's a good community thing. Look now, see the wall? They tipped that 3 times, and that's a goal. Watch, 1, 2, 3. Yeah! You know what I mean? That'd be crazy, that, you know what I mean? Organised chaos, that's what it is. No, it's a good sense of community and all, and everybody looking out for each other, you know what I mean? Kissing and rain. To the daffodils. Like, the whole...
The rules state that if the balls go before 5, then another one's turned in. So, here we go again.
Like, look at this, that is nuts, look, with a ball. And they're all pushing and shoving each other, look. Look at. It's like a fucking riot. It's like football carnage. Organised chaos. Like I said, well, football here, isn't it? It's organised. It's not organised. It's fuck. Well, it is organised in a way. But yeah. So, what happened last night, man? Fuck that. Like, yeah, it's always fucking raining in Ireland. The best thing in Ireland for me, like, is Chinese food. Oh man, miss the chicken balls and the fucking, oh, loads of ones in your curry sauce and, you know what I mean? I am on a skittle, a fat piggy clear. $7.70, man, last night, and I was like, right, I'm 30 out from 800. Fucking I just don't understand it, that's all. How do you go from 770 subs, right, to 585 the next day? Oh, fuck off, Steve, really, man. Even batch loads, you just don't understand. You don't. Go on, lads, go, hit it 3 times. One, two, three. One. Let the game begin. How fucking mad is that? Scousers always have big beak noses. Proper Scouse nose that he has, man. Fuck me. He's a bit, look at his honk, man. That's proper Scouser's knows what he has there. For the life of me, last night I had 770 subs and I got up today with 550 or 585. So I've either offended someone, right? Or somebody doesn't want my channel to succeed, or doesn't want me to have a channel. You know, how do you explain that? How do you lose 179 subs? Listen, if I had thousands it wouldn't bother me, yeah? But I went to bed and I had 580. Yeah, I had fucking, I didn't even think I had over 600, and it was my mods that pointed it out to me, bro. You're on 770. So where's the 179 subs hiding, you little bastards? Where are you? Alright, Tim, fucking. Tim, I had 770, bro, last night, yeah? It's like fucking. And I got a bit of. My daughter rang me today and told me I'm going to be a granddad. Yeah, and it's just thrown me in all fairness, like. She's 24, you know. She's always going to be my baby girl, you know, but like I always wondered how I'd feel if God ever blessed me children with a child, how I'd feel. And I'm going to be a grandpappy, you know, so that, like I've had 2 miracles happen this year, you know. I met someone I adore, and now God's like, you know what I mean, so it's like, for that I do it. she didn't quite get the reaction I think she thought she'd get when she told me. So my lad and her were on a video call together. Now my lad and my daughter, right, they don't video call me together. I knew something was up. I was like, you've got someone pregnant, haven't you? No, that wasn't me. You're a duff, ain't you? Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I swear, you know what I mean? I went mental. But I rang her back and I said, look, I'm sorry for the way I acted today, like, you're my daughter, you know, and you couldn't write this shit, man. Fuck you, Tim, too. Bro, honestly, phone calls and all, we will speak, bro. I just think your designs and your logos for my channel are brilliant, you know. I wouldn't use anyone else's in all fairness. Yeah, it's not awesome news when you think our fellas with knobhead. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I have a 28-year-old son, I have 2 daughters, and I love them dearly. But when I knew when I seen the 2 of them on the video call, yeah, but here's the thing, it should be the best feeling in the world, but it's not. Because of I call him Harry Potter, right? And I was like, see, when I fucking see Harry Potter, man, I'm gonna fuck him up. I told him to protect you when he's got you up the duff. I'm gonna fucking kill him. But I had a couple of hours to calm down. So I'm trying to be calm. This is me being calm. But yeah, Tim, God bless you for coming in. Mystical, can I ask you a question? How do you lose 179 subs in a night? Yesterday I was on 770 and today I woke up at 586. Like, I just don't understand, like, how... Thanks, bro. Now, listen, like I said, my daughters are the most important girls in my life. And my missus and my sister. I just wasn't ready for it, you know, when she told me and I overreacted and, you know what I mean, she knows what I'm like. She's like, Dad, you won't threaten him. And I said, I'm not going to threaten him, I'm just going to have a chat with him. You know, and she knows what I'm like. So I had to promise I wouldn't threaten him. Well, this is what I'm saying, Mystical. I've heard a rumour that people aren't backing me for whatever reason. Now, I can't change other people's minds what they think about me. In all fairness, it doesn't affect my life. You know, like I said today, like I was, like I said, I'm still in shock. You know, it's like shit like this shit wasn't meant to happen. It's happening though, because you can't push it back up, you know what I mean? It's like, but do me a favour, keep your fingers crossed, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like I said today, like Jockney Sparrow gave me a shout out, he put my channel up and all, and I don't even know the man, so it's like, thank you for your kind words, sure, like anybody older than me, you know what I mean? I don't disrespect me elders, like, but if you disrespect me, I'm going to tell you how, so. But I don't understand. I know, bro. Listen, this football, I can't wait for the Leeds watch along 20. You know what I mean? That's gonna be brilliant, that man. Hey, you should go live on yours and I'll go live on mine. It would be funny, man. Me and the Fox are meeting Dan the weekend. Dan's coming back to Manchester. Brave man, you, bro. Now I'm looking forward to seeing Dan on the 19th. Now, if he fucking doesn't show up this time, he can fuck off. I don't, I'm not talking to you anymore. Uh, Tim, I don't know. Like, just like I don't know how I lost 179 subs last night. I'd 770. And I woke up today to 585.
After 2 days' play, which sees a town divided by fierce
Nah, Tim,
everyone comes together as
it'd be,
people of Ashbourne.
it'd be funny.
Pick up the litter
It won't be funny if you beat us. You know what I mean? The way we're playing now.
and to see me mates for the last time.
What are you doing? Picking up horse right?
Before coming to Ashbourne, I'd heard stories about this place in the game, but nothing could have prepared me for the last 5 days. I've laughed and joked with these people, shared stories and broke bread with them. I've drank with them and been crushed to the point of breathlessness by them. And I've got to say, I've loved every minute of it. In a country of dying traditions, it's a breath of fresh air to see one that's so important to a community. In Ashbourne,
Take care, mate. Thank you for coming
it's
in.
the heartbeat of this town, and to think that it could be threatened by an age of health and safety, for me, is madness.
Tyson Fury be AJ v Yusuf. I tell you what, that's gonna be something
And
for
if you
you,
want to
man.
come and see it for real, pop in.
AJ will bang him out in
Just
three.
find people who are more hospitable. You don't come here to live, if you consider it to be real, of course. It is everything in this place. And you're respected for that. And the game.
Well, I might just do podcasts and interview people. I have a few options. But
where friend meets friend in friendly strife, the leather for to gain, and they play the game right manfully, in snow, sunshine and rain. It's a good old
get up out of that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I have an interest in Lady Diana.
Royalty is the fairy tale romance of a princess coming together
With a big-eared knobhead. Yeah, Prince Charles. Fuck you! Fucking wanker. Fuck Prince. Fuck him.
also appeared in the wedding of Prince Charles.
I'm the queen.
Was a wonderful and special day, full of hope. It quickly went on.
On paper, this marriage should have been perfect. The personalities were wrong.
Diana was in need of love, in all its forms.
Prince Charles couldn't let go of his mistress, and the tragedy unfolded as we know it.
The Queen, I think, was very worried about the damage that it was doing to the monarchy. She said, okay, enough, you two must now divorce.
It's been a car crash in Paris. Dodi Fayed is dead.
Yeah.
And we think the princess is dead too.
The press played up there being no.
I was working in News International the night she
People
died.
looking at that building and
Yes,
looking
sir.
at all the surrounding buildings where flags were at half-mast would again form the impression that this was a disrespectful act to a dead princess.
Their first reaction was to protect their grandchildren.
The Queen's job was to look after these boys at this traumatic, terrible moment in their lives. And she thought, let's go down at the last moment.
But she completely misread the mood of the country. The Queen to have stayed in Balmoral, to have tried to get away with a quiet funeral, was absolutely ridiculous.
All these people here today are showing the strength of the nation, and she hasn't said anything, the Queen.
These are not people who wear their emotions publicly. That is not what they do.
Tucked away in Scotland, far from all of that, trying to cope with these grief-stricken boys, I think she did the right thing.
What I say to you now, as your queen and as a grandmother,
Fuck off.
I say it from my heart.
Blow
I want to
me.
pay tribute to Diana myself.
Yeah, fuck off, you fucking bitch. The monarchy killed her, I reckon. She did have a fairy tale wedding though. Look at that to her dress.
When she married Charles,
She looked beautiful, she did,
desperate
God bless
for
her.
somebody to love her. He was desperate for someone to love him. The pair of them were extremely needy individuals. Her because of her damaged background, him because of his lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence. Both of them lacked self-esteem.
Diana had a pretty disastrous upbringing. You know, her parents were constantly at loggerheads, enormous rows. She was a very sensitive girl, and it affected her enormously.
Diana grew up in an abusive household. Her mother was in an abusive marriage. She gave her husband the children that he wanted. She finally gave him a son he was desperate to have, the son and heir. And she then saw an opportunity to have a happy life herself. She fell in love with somebody and she went off with him, fully believing that she would take her children with her.
In the end, of course, her mother ran off with another man. Her father drank too much. Prince Philip always disliked the Spencers because of their behaviour, the mother and father. And this did affect Diana.
In the custody proceedings, Frances Shunt-Kidd, she became, lost custody of all four of her children. Now, Diana at that time was 6 years old. All she knew was that her mother didn't love her enough to want to be with her. That was incredibly damaging for a young child. She also worked out that actually she hadn't been wanted anyway, that her mother and father had been desperately trying to get a boy. She felt totally insignificant, unwanted, and unloved.
Now, the effect of this was to make her desperately want to have a family of her own, peace and quiet, a non-drinking husband. She wanted to be a faithful wife. She wanted to have wonderful children.
She was a typical product of divorced parents, getting exactly what she wanted, never sticking at anything because no one made her stick at anything.
What did you have to do, for example, instead of perhaps social service or something like that? Just seems to appeal to me. Did you, can I ask you, because your own child in particular,
The media hounded her, you know.
did that prompt you into wanting to do it?
Just like children.
She gave up her first job, she gave up ballet school. She didn't stick at things.
Oh.
Prince Charles now joins you in having a look at his baby sister, but perhaps he prefers his toys.
Charles grew up very much in awe of his parents, I would say. His mother was pretty absent during his childhood. So Charles grew up really bonding much more closely with his grandmother, the Queen Mother, than ever with his mother.
It was really the Queen Mum who stepped into her shoes. Prince Charles was a sensitive little boy, and suddenly, Mummy had virtually disappeared off the scene. And so I think the Queen Mum provided the sort of emotional stability and security, certainly in the early years.
She was the station mother, but it wasn't able to devote that much time to them. And of course her own personality is a kind of reserved one.
People describe it as being sort of slightly his mother was on a pedestal. It was not a close relationship.
When the Queen came back from that long tour and got off the train at Paddington Station, and her son, who'd been dying to see her, came up to her. She didn't kiss him or put her arms around him. She shook his hand. And what does that say? It says, "Where's my mummy?"
He was not a happy child. He'd been sent away to school in Scotland, which he hated. He was lonely. He was.
That's how he got his ear so big.
He had a miserable time.
Prince Charles. Yeah, he was bullied at fucking Eton like that.
A very insecure sort of boy who turned
The
into
Queen
a
fucking,
man.
she fucked off for a few years and he come and married her. And she shook his fucking hand. Didn't even hug him, the old cunt. Fuck off.
Philip did everything he could to compensate for that, even bringing in his uncle, Lord Mountbatten.
Lord Mountbatten, who was the Queen's uncle,
Boom.
took him under his wing and started to give him some
Alright.
confidence and to make him feel valued. And then of course,
We're picking bits of him up for weeks.
that came a terrible blow to Charles. He was really...
Mountbatten, yeah. Boom. He was Charles' favourite
Charles
uncle.
was needy. He was somebody who just didn't have lots of self-confidence. And the royal family are very interesting because they never congratulate one another. They don't pat one another on the back at all. They're very lonely characters. They're surrounded by their household, secretaries, private secretaries. They've got their valets and their butlers and their footmen and their all of that. But none of those people were really in a position to act as a friend.
Well, we've definitely got a class distinction within the households of the royal family. At the very top, you could call it the aristocracy, if you like, of the royal household. That is the members. Then you've got a sort of middle class area, which may well be described, or is the officials. And then, of course, you've got the downstairs area, the working class, if you like, which is called the staff. The three classes are completely separate. They do not socialise in any way. They don't eat together. The lower orders have to address the upper ones as sir or madam. The whole thing is very, very class-based, very much like it was in Victorian times.
Diana seemed wonderfully sympathetic and said she understood how he must have felt, and she touched his heart.
It was during a weekend house party that Prince Charles and Lady Diana took notice of each other for the first time.
It was 1977. Charles came to stay as a friend of my sister's house for a shoot. We sort of met in South Field.
I remember thinking what a very jolly and amusing and attractive 16-year-old she was. And having great fun, and fancy and full of life and everything. And I don't know what you thought of me.
Pretty amazing.
There was always a great fascination, I suppose inevitably, in Prince Charles's girlfriends.
Big ears, fuck.
She would be Princess of Wales, and one day...
I'm not going to do a long life.
These young ladies.
He was the world's most eligible bachelor, a magnet for admiring and aspiring young women. One name mentioned more than most was Princess Astrid of Luxembourg, even though she was a Catholic. Then a new name emerged. Lady Di, a name she would be known by throughout the world, by now shared a flat in Kensington with 3 girlfriends. News of her romance came as a shock to them. She'd said she was going out with Charles Renfrew. Baron Renfrew is one of Prince Charles's titles. They remember her as a good flatmate.
Very generous. A very good friend.
Did you watch TV a lot? Like, did you have any favourite programmes?
She was spotted by James Whittaker, the royal reporter for the Daily Mirror, and went back to London and they took some photographs off and they finally worked out who it was, that it was Diana Spencer, Lady Diana Spencer.
She now faced possibly the most daunting initiation test for would-be members of the royal family, ordeal by the media. Her flat came under siege. She was followed wherever she went.
Diana was not the shy girl at school, but a lot of people suspect she was. She was a lively person, she was a party girl, she lived in Culverham Court, as we know, which was a great party scene in Earl's Court. She was a lot of fun, she had a great sense of humour, very popular. She was a proper sloan.
Her house, her flat in London became absolutely besieged by the press, by photographers. They followed her everywhere she went.
How well are you coping with all the presentation?
Bryce, you can see, you can tell.
Are you bearing up with it quite well though? Because it must be quite a strain with all of us after you.
Well, it is, naturally.
That was effectively the end of Charles and Diana being able to explore their relationship, get to know one another.
The interesting thing about Diana Spencer
No, I'm going to end this bleed live in
was that she
19
rather came
minutes,
out of
guys.
nowhere. No one really spotted her. Although she had some royal connections in that year, she wasn't the usual type of girlfriend that I remember Prince Charles accompanying to places.
A lot of his girlfriends had a past, and we, the press, knew that Prince Charles had to find, at that time, definitely, find someone who had no past. And then Lady Diana Spencer appeared, and, you know, it was a gift to all of us.
When Lady Diana Spencer appeared on the scene, it did begin to look as though she was likely to be the one, because after all, her father Spencer had been the Queen's equerry during the famous 1964 Commonwealth Tour. Both her grandmothers and both her great aunts were ladies in waiting to the Queen Mother, and the ancestry of the Spencers, of course, was very closely associated with the royal family over a number of years, and so she seemed, in a sense, to be ideal.
Not staying on long.
They lived on a house on the Sandringham estate. She used to go and watch films. I think she said Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, she must have seen about 10 times, with Andrew. And the Queen said, she's one of us.
Both the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh were delighted, I think, with the prospect of Diana marrying Prince Charles in Town. She was a beautiful, charming, delightful, innocent young girl, and they had high hopes of the relationship.
Geographically, she came basically from, you know, a shoot at Sandringham or the Kale Fields of Sandringham.
The Queen, though, when she died, the
that
Queen.
seemed to be, you know, full of good hope. Basically.
Normally, a lot of fucking flag, hard march.
His parents were relieved that he had decided to marry someone. He had quite a long.
The Queen didn't realise the backlash she'd get after that.
And it was actually attracting the wrong kind of headlines. Was he a playboy prince? Was he not able to make decisions? Was he not able to commit? And suddenly this beautiful young girl came into his life, and it really improved his PR enormously, because not only had he managed to settle down, but was such a gorgeous and glamorous figure.
She's the only
That
one in the
marriage
royal.
came about in a strange way.
Alright.
It came about through grandpa. His grandmother, the Queen Mother, and
I
her
know,
grandmother,
fuck.
Lady Fermoy, got together, and they agreed that whoever Charles married would have to be a virgin. And Lady Fermoy assured the Queen Mother that Diana was a virgin, so the Queen Mother said, then that's the one.
The problem for Diana Spencer and what she fell victim to was a time warp. We all like the idea of the royal family being like everybody else, but if they get too like everybody
Blue
else,
bloods.
then what's special about them?
They're Protestant.
By the
And German.
1970s, when Diana Spencer appeared, most people couldn't care less whether the bride walking up the aisle was a virgin or not in ordinary life. But when it came to the royal family, we still expected this
No,
old-fashioned view.
you didn't tell me
And
to
it's
look,
the
you mad
basis for
cunt.
really the tragedy.
I thought you meant
that
on the
became,
chair. Let me have a look one sec,
her
bro.
life and Prince Charles's life, and an enormous
Give me 1
challenge
minute.
to the monarchy and to the reputation of Elizabeth II.
In February 1981, the waiting was over. Buckingham Palace announced that Prince Charles and Lady Diana were engaged. The ring was a sapphire surrounded by diamonds. The couple looked happy and relaxed, delighted, like everyone else, that a wedding would take place. Earl Spencer and Lady Diana's stepmother celebrated among the crowds outside the palace gates. Inside, Lady Diana was facing up to a future she could hardly have dreamt of.
Yesterday you were a nanny looking after children. Now you're about to marry the Prince of Wales, and one day you would, in all likelihood, be Queen. It's a tremendous change for someone, I may say, of 19 to make all this transition.
It is. I've had a small run out in the last 6 months.
It's not there. Nah, Foxy, it's not there, you know. I just went out, had a look where your car was parked, all around and all, checked me route coming back in the garden.
I thought the engagement interview was terribly sad.
I don't know where the fuck you lost it, bro.
Don't know when he said that. Because Margaret Armitage had said if we'd said on the
You didn't?
day of our engagement.
No, you wouldn't have put her in the little box, would you?
Whatever luggage.
She's the only one the royals started any time for, Lady Diana. But then fucking Camilla Parker Bowles come along.
The sort of catch-22. When she met Prince Charles, she fell in love, they went to bed together, but that sort of automatically ruled her out as a future queen.
The world didn't really know about Mrs. Parker Bowles at that point, and the thought that there was another woman in the background who was to some extent deciding when this marriage was going to take place and that it was all right for him to proceed with this marriage, did give one some, additional fears on her behalf.
I don't know where you dropped the lad, but I went out and had a look.
And the proposal which
No.
they set up, they stage managed, took place in the cabinet.
Let me find some. I'm trying to find something to watch, Foxy. Is he gone? Yeah, I've had a look where your car was, bro. Fucking no tobacco, like. Let me see. Fuck, I'm gonna put that one on you, set. Fracture. So what did you give it out of 10?
I give it 9, bro. I think it's very good. I think it's very clever.
Oh, my fracture. We're watching an Anthony Hopkins flick. Like a good old movie. Anthony Hopkins movie is good. Guys, I'm gonna end this in 10 minutes because there's no one in and I'm gonna watch this movie. Foxy, I'm sorry about your bleeding backy, bro. I don't know what to say, like it's if I was here you'd get it, bro, not a bother, like, you know what I mean? I have me bleeding now. Me stare. It's all I smoke still. I'd love one of them. Hey.
What?
I'd love one of them. Sick. That's a big one, that's sick. Yeah, I'm going to do a shot like tonight, there's no one in there, so there's something's going on. People said you went back in the channel, I don't know, be quiet then. Guys, I'm gonna end this live in 7 minutes. Sound of that. Yeah! I'd love to be in the pass over that, man.
At least see where you live.
Five minutes and I'm going, oh, do you know, guys, I'm gonna close my live because, yeah, no point being on for me. So, I'm just about to end this live. Look at that, man, speed of that thing. Ferrari montage, it's a fucking belter. But I was just about to end my live just before you come in. Yeah, it's been a mad fucking day. Me and Mark are watching a thing called Fracture. What Anthony Hopkins. You'll see me fucking when you ring me, head case. Yeah. Watching the thing called Fracture. Yeah, I think I'm still in shock, you know. I only come on for an hour. 55, so 4 more minutes and I'm done. Meow. Anyway, gorgeous, I hope you're on there. And live your lives. Yeah, well, I haven't got a bleeding choice. I just hope she gets past her 12 weeks. I know she'll be a good mum.
Search.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stand up for fucking hell.
Yeah, no, I'm just chatting to Lisa, like, fucking. Yeah, she will be home. You know what I mean? See, everybody doesn't know her and Sis, her and Paul worked together for 4 years in the bookies. So they know each other a long time. Like Saoirse told me when she was with Orange, she used to work with him. You know what I mean? And they, so look, it doesn't matter what I think or anyone else. It's what she thinks, and I just want her to be happy. You know what I mean? So if that even means me not giving that fella a bit of a hard time, so be it. You know what I mean? I'll get me point across one day. You know what I mean? I'll wait till the cunt's guard. You know what I mean? He'll let his guard down one day and I'll fucking tell you one thing, mate, if you fucking leave or well, like I said, I have to fucking that's what I'm doing. Just doing it now, and when the baby goes to sleep, give me a ring. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna end this live. Guys, there's not many people in here, but my chick is in here. She's like the wind. I love you too, baby. I'm that baby daddy. I'm the pappy. No, it's not even funny. Right, on my way, guys. Lisa, I adore you. Mwah. Talk to you soon, chick. Bye.